Scrolling through those expensive retail sites, now we all know the pain of needing a fresh kit, but seeing those crazy high prices, well, there's a smarter way to support your team. Welcome to okjersey.com. The quality speaks for itself. Look at the detail on these designs, whether it's the latest from Man United or a classic Chelsea kit. You can get any jersey in every size you need, and yes, you can fully customise it with your name, your number, or your favourite legends' details, from the Premier League to La Liga to Serie A. If you're looking for it, it's here, and it's always for the best price. Ready to save big? Head to okjersey.com now and use code NAF at checkout. That's code NAF to score an extra 8% off your entire order. Cheers.
Yes, people, big up. Make sure you smash the likes. A bit of the panel today. Everyone's getting flu. Funny enough, so is what it is. So get well soon. Please, if you haven't done so yet, check out OK Jerseys. His name is in the description below. You can see it on the right-hand side. You lot are not blind. Even if you're driving a car right now and you've got your phone somewhere safe, right, so you can view it correctly, you can find it, screenshot it, all of that. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be, a lot of stuff that's going to be coming out.
Hey, anyone in the comments, just quickly, because I see them pop up sometimes, right, on...
Go for it.
I see them pop up sometimes on, like, maybe... Temu and advertise, right? These little adapters that apparently, if you plug them into your phone and plug them into your car, even if your car, some cars have the big screen, but you can't play videos on it. They're there for like fucking sat nav and all that. Yeah. But I've seen these things adverts that apparently, if you plug them into your phone, then into the car, they make that screen. You can then play your YouTube on that screen.
Oh yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, does it actually? Does anyone know if that actually works? I'm thinking now. I'm getting scammed.
I think in the newer model cars, I think you probably can. Of course you can. It acts like a USB in it.
Yeah. I've always wonondered because I've thought no.
Right, so I know some of you got some bad boy cars in the chat. I know some of you lot got some real nice cars in it. So don't lie.
And some of you are absolute bums that just push foot.
Wait, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a bit.
Oh shit! I'm doing a fucking Goonalia.
Yeah, you're trying to bait him out with it.
I'm doing a Goonalia. Fuck.
All right, people, smash the likes if you don't mind. I don't know what we're on. 200 in the house already. If you don't know, if you saw yesterday, Arsenal dealt with Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Even if Chelsea were missing a few players or so were Arsenal, and it was at Stamford Bridge under a new manager. So we'll talk about it properly. Apparently, Liverpool want Van der Ven. That was coming out recently, Jay. So that, and there's always obviously been rumours around Van der Ven not happy at Tottenham, and probably rightfully so with the direction it's been in last year and a half. And then City are still hot on Guehi's tracks, but.
No. Well, I've just
Liverpool not giving up on that one.
On the show I've just been on,
I see something.
I've just been told by the person at City said he is not coming to City, he's going elsewhere.
Yeah, we can't. So, but we're going to talk about that part because there's another one as well, another name that you're tracking, and you spoke about him a lot. Schlotterbeck.
I was good. It's so funny. I didn't know that you were going to say
he's left back slash centre back. Remember, or centre back slash left back.
I didn't.
Where have you seen that? Because I haven't seen that on any City pages.
I saw it come up today. I think it was even the other day. It come up on City Extra, and then I looked at it again today. And I don't know if I don't know your sources like that, right? But
I'm being told it's Guehi to Liverpool in the summer.
CX and Calvin Bassey today. Why would you go for Bassey? That's Bassey.
I mean, we've got Maguire if you want him. Yeah, I mean, you wanted him years ago. I mean, his contract running out. So you want him English tax as well. You get him for free.
At this point, I'd like Schlotterbeck, but for me, right, the whole thing with the Schlotterbeck one, where I don't think it makes sense, is from what I've been told, right. City don't want to pay the amount that Guehi would cost to come in January, and secondly, Guehi wants guarantees of football, and that means he wants Liverpool because he knows if he goes Liverpool from the summer, he's going to be probably their number one or maybe number two alongside Van Dijk. At City, he ain't got that, and they're not too clear on the money. Now, if we look at Schlotterbeck has made it clear he wants Bayern, Barca, or Real Madrid, and he's going to cost more than Guehi. So for me, I would like Schlotterbeck, but I don't see it happening. I just don't see it.
You know the sort of profile. I'm going to wait for Joey just to jump in and lead. Then we can talk about Arsenal and Chelsea. So, but if we stick on the transfer news and stuff like that, why I think Schlotterbeck kind of makes sense, especially in the eyes of Hugo Viana. You got to look at the kind of
non-homegrown as well is not a good thing for City as well right now. I think it's a big thing.
But you're looking at like Andersons and all that as well. Like I feel like you're going to recruit into that path no matter what happens. And also you got to see some of your youngsters that are coming through. Like let's see what happens with them as well. They're going to come of age. If you look at Hugo Viana's kind of signings with Sporting Lisbon, you see that he likes players that are kind of functional in a couple of positions. Same with Pep and the way he likes to function.
It does make sense.
So
you just can't see it.
So the way with Schlotterbeck, right? I find why it makes a lot of sense. Even for someone like Liverpool as well, because I know Liverpool has been interested. You're pretty much interested in all the sort of same kind of player, right? Is that for me with Schlotterbeck? You know, you're looking at Nathan Ake potentially leaving. You're looking at needing someone that can maybe play left back and also centre back that's just good at covering wide areas that can drive the ball.
I'll be 100 with you, Cass.
The only issue is
I'll be 100. It isn't left back. Like deep it, we've got Vardiol can play left or centre. We've got Ait Nouri and we've got O'Reilly. Bro, we actually need someone that can play right back and centre back.
But you're already looking at Livramento.
Bro, and we've still got Nunes out. We've still got Nunes and Diaz with no pace. We actually need someone that can play right back. But I don't know. Listen, I'd take Schlotterbeck all day long, but I just can't see it.
There's the injury problems with him, I find, though. That's the only wavering thing I'd say that might dangle over his name. But I think a lot of teams need these left-sided kind of centre-backs, that left-footed, good in wide space.
I don't love Schlotterbeck defensively. I think he's
so similar to Van der Ven. So similar.
Nah, Van der Ven's for me, but in terms of my observation, Van der Ven's a better defender than him. He's faster off the ball. I think Schlotterbeck's a better passer than him. But Van der Ven's passing is improving. I think Schlotterbeck in a team that has a lot of the ball would do very well. I think if he's being asked to defend, I understand. As soon as you said Schlotterbeck, when you were talking, I didn't know you were going to say Schlotterbeck, but with Gvardiol getting injured, he would be quite a close profile in terms of that left foot. My issue would be is in the summer, it's going to be a bit of a free for all. So
it would make sense for Tottenham. For me, it would make sense for Tottenham though. If you're going to move on Van der Ven, surely you look at.
I think the teams that are in for Schlotterbeck will be too rich for us. I think I think Barca would like him. I think Bayern might be in for him.
70 million. They're talking about a price tag being
Madrid.
He's out of contract for this summer.
I think he's got Bayern written all over it for me.
Schlotterbeck's out of contract for this summer.
If you look at it, right, so Bayern are being linked with Guehi. Yeah, I think Guehi will end up at Liverpool. I think Schlotterbeck may well end up at Bayern. And it might even be one of them Bayern ones where you don't see too much about it. And then the 1st of June...
Can you rule out Arsenal?
Gets fucking announced.
Can you rule out Arsenal for getting another centre-back this summer?
I can't lie. I don't know if Arsenal... I kind of almost feel like Arsenal really... They don't. I don't think Arsenal want Guehi. I think what Arsenal actually because Arsenal don't need Guehi. This is the thing.
I think it's to stop everyone else getting him. If they can get him,
they're doing a fuck it. Why not? We'll have him as well.
Yeah,
I think with Arsenal, they're questioning. There's a certain level of resolve you get to. So Mosquera is like what 20, 21, young player,
very young
himself. You know what I mean? It's different with He is a good player, but I'm saying it's different with an established Premier League player. Like if I'm Guehi and I'm looking at Gabriel, Saliba, Mosquera, what's his name as well, Hincapié, I'm like, I'll back myself, but I'll still be like, that's a lot of centre backs. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of good centre backs. I'm not saying he can't work his way through that. I'm just saying logically, you go to a team which has more of a spot for you, more of a hey, you're going to go in and you're going to be a starting defender, which is probably Liverpool at this moment in time.
What are you saying, Lee?
Listen, man, it's almost the weekend, man, so always a good time, man. Always a good time.
Good. Did you go last night?
In a
box?
No, you don't do away games, do you? You don't do away games.
No, I don't really do away games, no.
No, the hospitality isn't there.
Well, I was just on Never a Foul with Martin, right? And Martin's a City fan, for those that don't know. He's going to the derby at the weekend, but some of his mates have got a box at United, so they've said you and one of your mates can come in the box. So because he couldn't get tickets in the away end, he's going in the box. Well, I said to him, you've got to get some fucking pictures and some videos of how shit the box is at Old Trafford. Can you imagine? Bro?
Listen,
You know, there's going to be.
You know, it's the best box in the world, mate.
Yeah, oh, that as well, right? Because you know, there's mold up those walls 100%. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, no.
But,
why are you trying to agree, D?
No, nothing beats the Emirates, mate. To be fair.
All right, and Lee, I was telling you about prawn sandwiches. Listen, if you're in the box at the Emirates, I understand you can have prawn sandwiches. They will be safe. If you're in a box at Old Trafford, do not touch any fucking fish because it will be out of date. 100%. Well, they've got it from the Newcastle aisle.
What you say?
Reduced, out of date.
I know. It sounds a little bit sour. You say nothing beats the Emirates, but I hear a lot of good comments about Tottenham stadiums and all their boxes.
I do as well.
It is a fresh new stadium as well in England. So.
Yeah, it's a fresh stadium.
Got the longest cheese bar, or whatever it is, something like that.
Longest bar, bro. The maddest thing is, like, I remember being smashed at when we lost 1-0 about a treble season, right? And I remember fucking the pint glasses and the way they fill up confuses the shit out of me.
What when they put it on the stand?
You know, like how you can do like refillables now with like the machines. I can't work out.
No. This is pint glass. You put it on a thing and it fills up from the bottom.
You know what it is?
But then afterwards, you're looking at the bottom.
You know, like a computer, those things. You know, like you go to the cinema and you go like and press things and stuff like that. You know, they've just added that into Old Trafford. They've
added it in, and you are going to be out of every single flavour by Saturday.
Yeah, probably
100%.
Maybe not though. You have a nice flavour of Man City tears, pal.
Oh, you are not. There's no way Man United are going to keep stock of zero sugar grape Fanta. There's no way Man United Old Trafford are stocking that. No way, bro. Not a chance.
That gets you the shits, anyways.
Anyway, back to football.
Well, back to football. Smash the likes. I don't know what the likes are on, but I'm pretty sure they're low. I guarantee they're low. They're on 80. They are low. You lot can do better than that. Lee, what are you saying about yesterday, man? I thought you. I know it doesn't sound like amazing in terms of what I'm about to say, but the way I looked at Arsenal, I think they steamrolled Chelsea, even though the scoreline says differently. I don't think you even had to get past gear 2 to beat them. I thought they, I think if you want to do stats, so for Jay, you go look at the XG for yourself. One was on 3.2, while the other one that's at home was on 0.78 or something like that. I don't remember a clear opportunities compared to what Arsenal was doing. Even myself, I'm a little bit guilty of this. Sometimes I forget Maresca's not in charge, and I know they don't have certain players on the pitch, right? I say that I can't even lie. I thought Fofana was Reece James for half the game. I didn't realize Reece James was a player. I thought it was Fofana. I couldn't believe my eyes. So that made a lot more sense. But I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But even then, we thought, 10 men Chelsea, they've done it. They're going to come against Arsenal. They're going to do something. And then you realise it's not Maresca, which I did anyways. And to be fair, they don't have the players like that on the pitch at that point. But do you know what I mean? I expected more from Chelsea regardless. Like Arteta actually went for the jugular, which I was very surprised by the way. So, don't know what you made out.
Jay, would you want to go?
I was just going to quickly say, because obviously I'll let you and Joey break it down properly. But my thing was, it was a good game. I thought Arsenal played a good game, but I thought it was a bad result, in as much as a 3-2 win can be a bad result, because it wasn't a 3-2 game. Do you know what I mean? It should have been like 4-1.
Yeah, fact.
Do you know what I mean? So if I'm Arsenal, I'm like, man, I got to play this game now, and I'm going to have to play some of our first teamers. I'm going to have to put more minutes in their legs. I'm going to have to do, because from a performance point of view, they did more than enough to spank Chelsea last night. And the fact it's 3-2 and they're going to have to relatively turn up. And I will also say to Chelsea fans as well, really interested in the team selection and the prioritization of the Premier League over the trophy. Because that's what they've done. Because Palmer and Gusto are fit for the weekend.
What?
They're fit. Rosenior's already said they're fit. They're going to be ready for the weekend.
Weird. Palmer bottles Arsenal, doesn't he? He has his finger bottling Arsenal games.
And that's a conversation in itself.
What do you mean? You guys, people are like, people in those comments is like, for me, I don't think that, for what Arsenal played, I don't think that's a good result. It was obviously a good result. And I know people are like, that doesn't make sense. It's obviously a good result. A win at Chelsea, cool.
You're saying they should have killed the tie, basically, in the first.
The tie should be over. The tie should be.
I think it is over, though. I think it is over.
I don't think. If Chelsea played,
Chelsea ain't won at the Emirates in how long, Lee?
Since 2018.
No, 2021.
Do you think?
Reece James.
Hold on. Sorry, Reece James. Yeah.
Look, you guys are please. Arsenal's performance was good. The result based off that performance was not good. Like that game should not be 3-2.
I think, Jay, just 1 second. I think it's twofold, isn't it? Because ultimately, it's not a great result because of the in terms of the performance yesterday. But I think it is a good result because you take it back to the Emirates. You take it back to the Emirates, and we did win the game, so we're already up. So I get that. I totally get your point.
Beating Chelsea is always great. Yeah, like you haven't beaten Chelsea in the last couple of games. It's always fantastic for Arsenal to win this game. I was impressed by Arsenal's performance. I thought they played well. I thought they bullied Chelsea. I thought it showed the not naivety, but I was watching that game yesterday and I was like, did Chelsea know they're playing a semi-final? Yeah. Like they were playing.
Do you know what as well, Jay? Like, do you know what as well, Jay? Right? I think. Listen, I could come in there and be super shameless, but today I'm actually not 100%, so I'm not even going to. I will say I wasn't actually that bothered. Like it felt like it was just Chelsea. Like they almost feel like our whipping boys. Like it was just almost like a formality. It genuinely was, and you know what? My bigger takeaway. I know I'll kind of an Arsenal, but I looked at I was going to say Matisse. I was about to call him Matisse. But I looked at the Chelsea manager and Rosenior, and I just felt, what are you doing?
Meaty.
Like I didn't get anything from him to say, you are going to be a success. I didn't. And I know it's very, very harsh. It's one game. But
I agree with you, mate.
It genuinely looked like a schoolboy. And that was my actual biggest takeaway. I know we'll talk, obviously, I'm as an Arsenal fan, but I just, every time they kept panning to him, he looked like he was scrambling. And
Lee, do you know, for me, right, there's two teams.
It felt weird. To me, it felt weird.
There's two teams, that for me, I just think, right, so at some point in this show, someone's going to mention set pieces, It's like one of the most spoke about things this season is about Arsenal and set pieces. Do you know what? Arsenal's fans are even now singing set piece. Well, they've been singing
corner boys.
So we all know, that Arsenal are fucking good at set pieces, right? We know that, Everyone knows that. I look at Aston Villa and I look at Chelsea and I think you deserve fuck all, right? If you know a team is that good at set pieces, why are you conceding goals against this team with shit defending to fucking set pieces? Like, it's just come on. Like, if you are a manager, surely if you're playing Arsenal at the weekend, right, you're making sure that you're getting your best crosser and you're saying to the crosser, I want you to put every single one of these on the keeper's head, right? And you lot defend them. I don't understand how people are still defending so fucking badly against Arsenal's And by the way, the delivery is top tier. Let me be clear with it. The delivery is phenomenal.
Captain Kez, you need to call VD right now. You need to call him here.
No, he's actually mad.
I was on this.
He was on yesterday.
No, but I was on his panel.
Flu now, man. He's done out.
I don't think it was last week. It was the week before that.
No, it was last week. It was last week.
And I spoke about Robert Sanchez, and he kept saying, "Yeah, he's been good." And I said, "Can I see a bit of consistency before we actually call him a good goalkeeper?" And he kept saying, "Well, you don't watch Chelsea. It's been 6 months." And I'm like, "No, I have been watching Chelsea.
It's been about 12.
He still makes mistakes.
No, but
that's what it is. It's the bozo gym.
If I could join on to that point a little bit, because you mentioned manager and then now you're mentioning Sanchez, right? I don't look at yesterday and say, you know what, Sanchez, this is fully on you, right? Because if you look at the way Rosenior was trying to set up, he kept against in a very aggressive 4-2-4, and you've just conceded a goal as well, so they're buzzing. Right, and by the way, Ben White didn't even need to jump, I don't think, for that goal.
No,
that's how pathetic the defending was, So you ain't got your set piece coach going correctly. You're not setting up correctly. Clearly, you ain't done enough training via that. Cool, that's number one. If you go on to the 4-2-4, you can see that Robert Sanchez, when he first came in under Chelsea, they kept trying to make him play from the back and really and truly into these risky balls into the middle of the field. you know, in the first time round, it was actually Enzo Fernandez. Does anyone remember? And Enzo Fernandez can't do that role like Caicedo. He's not press resistant. So every time it was clearly an instruction that you must not go long. The one time I saw him really try to go long was towards the end, trying to ping it to Garnacho, of all people. So I don't really look at Sanchez, because you look at the amazing save he did make from Marino's shot. That was a world-class save. But when it comes to the ball, like playing out from the back, I think this is school. This is Ten Hag type shit when he first come up at Man United.
Bro, I swear down, that reminds me so much of Ten Hag.
The one man pressing, the playing from the back is like schoolboy shit. Having the wingers very out wide and the fullbacks tucking in like attacking midfielders. It's like, what are you doing here, bro? You're leaving yourself exposed against an informed Trossard. Right, Gyökeres is building clear confidence in this game as well. So, and there's a lot of space for him to run into, right? Which they kind of dealt with until they didn't deal with it. Because look at their second and third goals, Arsenal's. Look how many passes they were making beforehand, right? And of course, Cucurella against Saka. Cucurella usually has a good game against Saka. Yesterday, you know, I mean, I'm surprised Saka didn't go more at him to get him sent off.
I don't think Saka.
I listen, and I think my first 2 points, as I said, was on the manager and then obviously the keeper, because I think I think people kind of, as Chelsea fans, have been like, you can't criticize Sanchez. You don't watch us. If you criticize him, he's been good for 6 months. He's been good since the World Club Championship or whatever in the summer, yada yada. But I'm like, hold on a second. To be known as a very, very good keeper or player, you need to have consistency, and the consistency isn't there with him. So yes, you can have a good 6 months. It's fantastic for him to have a good 6 months, but ultimately he's not good enough, innit? And then, as I said, I think the setup from Chelsea, obviously, look, they're going to have their players out, so it's hard to really criticize them. They did have a few big players out, but ultimately, that's the game. You spent the money to get the squad that you feel was right. And funny enough, the squad player that they brought in was Garnacho, and he scored 2 goals. So I think for us, I hear what Jay's saying, you know, 100%. I do think that the result overall was actually a good result, but I feel like the result also was just a bit more, maybe more so annoying is the word, rather than a poor result from what Jay said. Just more annoying because you kind of, as you said,
I don't think I'd call it a poor result. I'll have to double check what I said. I was basically saying, I'm pretty sure I didn't, because I'm pretty careful.
No, but I think people need to understand what Jay's trying to say.
I get what Jay's saying.
No. You sound like the Arsenal fans yesterday, and they're quite positive fans. The fact that even Jay is a rival fan, correct me if I'm not coming across correctly, yeah. But the fact that Arsenal fans feel like they haven't done enough because they could have done enough speaks volumes. This is a Chelsea, by the way. Like, this ain't some dead ground or anything like that. This is a London rivalry and whatever. Bro. The fact that you feel like you expect a little bit more from this Arsenal side probably goes to show levels of praise, to be fair.
It's not even just that. It's not even just that, and that's a great point. It's more soft goals. They gave up soft goals in the tie Arsenal, yeah? If Raya's in net, they don't concede like those goals.
Yeah, true.
In my opinion,
I think the first goal, especially, Jay. I think the first goal, especially.
Yeah. So they gave up soft goals. They didn't finish their chances, but performance-wise, it was really good. Now that tells me, is that Chelsea being too open? You've seen the manual to beat Arsenal over the last few games. You got to keep it tight. You got to press. You got to do all of those things. And Rosenior just was like, "I'm gonna go do my own thing." Do you
know where I think it's difficult to kind of say that though, Jay? Because
Joey, by the way,
with their first team, they're still open. They're still not good enough. Over a course of 90 minutes, they don't have the ability to set up. Neither do Tottenham. Tottenham don't have the ability to set up in 2 banks of 4 and ride out a game for 90 minutes. I just don't see it with Chelsea.
I think Chelsea have shown. I think what Chelsea have shown, even in the draw, that Chelsea are capable of setting up like that. And I think even in the World Club Championship, they've shown that they can go man to man, they can drop off. That Chelsea can play a variety of ways. Yeah, well, under Maresca, Chelsea can play a variety of ways. I have no idea what they can do under Rosenior.
All right. So look, you made a great point there, but on the mean of averages, how many times have they shown that they can have a performance like that in comparison to the poor defensive displays, especially at home? Have they shown? So my sort of logbook of ideas and performances from Chelsea, they've had way more poor performances at home and away, and they've shown way more fragility, even with the first team defense in comparison to having the same first team defense and Caicedo and Enzo, sorry, and still have poor performances. So for me, I just feel like I understand. Yeah, you can nitpick and say, yeah, they've had a good performance here, they've had it, but it's too few and far between. I just don't feel like they can really. You can trust them to solidify that, in my opinion.
What are you saying, Joey, man? How do you feel? Don't worry, this ain't gonna be like obviously you just woke up in it, so big up yourself, man. But and the first thing you talk about is Chelsea. You're not gonna get rattled in it. No talking over, nothing like that. But how did you view it as just a Chelsea fan?
I mean, to be realistic, like what was my expectations before the game when I saw the lineup? Like when any Chelsea fan, when they walked in and they saw that lineup, 5 injuries, 3 of our 4 core players out of the game. Like I didn't expect anything less than what we got. Like that's just the reality. Like Arsenal came out with their strongest team. We came out with a lot of B team players, a lot of C team players. Like we had our 3rd striker out there who was just wrestling the entire time. Like it was like I don't really have like a real answer other than what was expected happened. Like my bare to the bones team scraped away 3-2. It is what it is, bro.
I'm sorry.
What did he just say? Don't interrupt me.
Yeah.
I just woke up. Don't interrupt me.
This is fucking terrible, bro. This is
fuck out of here, son. I don't need this.
I for real. Yeah, Jay.
I'll be quiet, but I'm saying this is unlistenable. How you like this doesn't run when you spend.
Hold my dick. Hold my fucking dick.
Joey, relax. There's no need, Joey. There's no need. Go on.
Oh,
there's no need for that. There's no need for that. No, honestly, there is no need for that. We're friends here, bro. Come on, man.
I'm not.
Hey, Joey, I'm coming to New York as well in a few weeks, bro. Oh, I can't wait, man. Hold my dick. That is great.
You're gonna use that when you're over there.
I'm going. I mean, listen, I'm saying that, man. Now Joey said it. I feel like I've got the. I got it. Yeah,
you wanna hold his dick? I hear it.
Yeah. I will.
That's what I'm saying. Like you be over there. You want to hold it. Listen, Joey.
Joey, you need the extra hand according to Google.
Joey,
you are consistently unlistenable, and you're going to speak to me about unlistenable. I'm not.
How are you going to fucking say I'm unlistenable in comparison to you? You're fucking unlistenable, bro. Don't even take the piss. You come on this show right now.
Consistently unlistenable.
Start getting your fucking violin out because Marc Guehi started. Who the fuck started Marc Guehi? That's your coach's choice. I didn't say start Marc Guehi. So why the fuck do you think we need to listen to your sub story about?
No, but you asked me a fucking question and you wanted to interrupt. Cry more, bitch. Cry more. Like I said, hold my dick or shut the fuck up. I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
I'm not control. I'm Enzo Fernandez.
I don't know what to say. You didn't even let me finish my sentence.
No one wants to hear.
Yo, put him mainstream. Put him mainstream. He's the show. Put him mainstream.
We don't need your bullshit.
What the fuck I come on here for? It's the J show. What the fuck did I come on here for?
It's excuses, bro.
It's the J show. Welcome to the J show, everybody.
If I have a magnifying glass and tweezers, maybe in your dreams and my nightmares,
welcome. Unlistenable J's here.
Tiny Peckerwood.
Who
the fuck are you talking to? And what the fuck
are you talking to?
You know what? You lot are friends. Remember, I'm gonna say this, and I don't really like saying it like this because I want everyone to feel a part of Never a Foul, at least that little bit. Yeah, you're coming on to my show and Daps's show where the more swear words you push across, the less ads it gets, meaning I get less bread as well at the same time. Do you get it? And Daps, and we split this shit with Mons. So I have a little bit of respect. Let's try and talk football and let one land. And when I add you in, because I don't want to treat you like little children, because you're not. Joey's just woken up. We did ask him a question, Jay, and I know you're eager, but calmer, innit? Like you don't get along, man. There's no need for this kind of stuff no more. Let's not be that channel. Let's not be that channel, man.
I was waiting until
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to speak, bro.
No, let Joey finish.
That's just not how it works. This is why I stopped doing this channel to begin with.
Joey, I'm here to listen.
Every time I speak, I get interrupted before I can.
Joey, we were here to listen. Don't worry. Okay, let's go.
I'm good. Jay, it's the Jay show. You guys talk about Chelsea.
Hey, bro, listen.
Joey, I want to
At
hear.
least you know you're a side character. That makes a lot of sense.
Now wait, you're not. He's not a side character. Jay, you're doing too much now. You're doing too much now.
No, stop, Kaz. Man opens with I can hold his dick, bro, and he thinks I need to be civil to him.
I hear it, but
Shut up, man. Why do I need to be civil to him? I don't. If I choose to squash this, I choose to squash this. So I don't know what you're coming out with, Joey. If you open with aggression, don't be confused when somebody meets you with aggression. Yeah?
Try not to be like this.
Jay, I wouldn't have met you with aggression if you didn't interrupt. When he specifically asked you not to interrupt, and you did anyways.
I'm sorry.
And then you call me unlistenable? Go kiss your kiss.
I said you couldn't listen to what you're saying.
I literally don't need this. I don't need
this.
I woke up.
Jay, let's let him go.
I was asked to do this by my friend, and then and as soon as I came on and I started speaking, I was interrupted. So honestly, fuck you.
No, okay. No.
I don't give a shit.
And I think, Jay, all I'll say is, I think, you know what, like, even last week when I said the thing about, like, to Ozzy Guna, right? I think it's just language. It's the lingo is a bit different. So obviously him saying,
I don't mind about it. I don't mind. The first thing was, I was like, you're crying about the players that are missing with your 2 billion squad. To me, that's unlistenable. Then he told me to hold it.
Let's let him land.
I wasn't even allowed to land. Wasn't allowed to land.
But let's let him land.
Cass, you got an actual idiot on the stream. An actual idiot, an actual clown. He puts on the makeup. I don't need to. I don't need to. Yeah. Go put your makeup on, bitch. Go put your makeup on, bitch. Go put your makeup on.
Get your budget New Jersey accent out my face, bitch. I'm gonna go get a glass of water.
So you just disrespected me on my own stream, and that's. Anyways,
goddamn.
Yeah, we need new security around there. We need new security around there. And the lead turns off his camera too. This is a mess.
Yeah, that was loud still, bro.
All right, now I know that Joey and Jay can't mix. All right, cool. Now I learned something new every day.
I just think, obviously, with Jay, obviously, the thing is, Jay he just wanted to just get his point across, but obviously, Joey's got to let him land. He's got to let Joey land, though, man. He's got to let him say what he's saying. But anyway, back to the football. Back to the football. I do think, from an Arsenal point of view, we're just a damn good coached, well coached team, man. I think, you know, when you see some of the other teams in the league, we're a well coached team. But bro, when I see all of this madness with Arsenal and Arsenal bloody defenders making silly mistakes, it is a bit jarring. Still, it is a bit jarring because we were meant to be this team that don't have like that has like a 15 goals, beat the 15 goal record. I know obviously in the Premier League, but we just concede too many silly goals, man. Do you know what? It's actually funny. Obviously, Jay's here. It does feel a little bit like sometimes our defenders just switch off a little, similarly to Romero. Like it's a weird one. Like, you know, some of our defenders just kind of make these silly mistakes. So it happens. And obviously, Jay made a great point about, you know, playing Raya in comparison to Kepa. It is a massive difference. So. I listen. A lot of what Jay said, I do agree with. 100%, I do agree with what you said. Still,
yeah, but in the same breath, innit? Obviously, you can feel like he felt defeated after a lineup, which is actually which from what I saw yesterday in the comments, a lot of Chelsea fans did say that. But in the same breath, I also saw a lot of Chelsea fans saying that we can go and win this as well, regardless. I look at it like this: I've learned not to complain about the lineup anymore. Because every time I complain about a lineup that looks weak or looks ineffective, this is for Man United anyways.
You usually win.
Yeah, like ineffective. We go and we just got to win. Like I see Mount play and I slag him off or something like that, and then he goes and score a goal and then he wins us the game. We win like 2-0. That's
same with me and Savia.
It's just the way of the work. But when you're at home and you're playing against a direct rival or whatever, like sometimes ability is one thing. But, you know, getting up for the game's another thing. Like yesterday, if you look at Chelsea's drive in the game in a lot of these players, you can see half of them look unbothered. a little bit. Like there was, it didn't feel like an energy.
It didn't feel like a semi-final.
Like look at the energy that the Chelsea team under what's his name, the caretaker manager when they went to City. The energy there. There's a different energy there. You know what I mean? They're up for it. They want to run. They want to, make more yards.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you know what? Though, right?
It reminds me of Ten Hag's United, yeah, and Ragnick's United and Amorim's United, because it's just like they won't. It's a big.
So is that most United since you've been?
Yeah, like literally recent years, isn't it? Ten Hag and
I'm sorry to be I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, and again, I feel like I'm agreeing with a lot of what Jay said, but my thing is right, like. No one. This whole point with like injuries with Chelsea and the squad, and they play their B team. The reason why I know Jay went wrong about it, definitely the wrong way. But I just don't care, because nobody cared when Man City had injuries last season. No one cared when Arsenal had injuries last season. No one cared when Chelsea had Tottenham. Sorry, had what was it? 15 players out at one given time. So now, again, I'm not. Listen, Jay, this is my opinion. Please don't shout at me. But I think you went about it the wrong way. But I agree with you, because I don't want to see no tears for Chelsea and their team, because they spent 1.8 billion or whatever it was on their squad. And yes, Marc Guehi isn't good enough, but he is a player in their squad. And I think last season, Man City, it was Groundhog Day. We loved it. It was Groundhog Day for Tottenham last season. It's been Groundhog Day for us Arsenal last season when we didn't win it. So spare me with the tears. So I agree with Jay. Let
me just pick you up. First of all, I'd like to apologize to the stream. Like, I don't crash out that often, but when I do, it's a big one. And I'll probably apologize to Joey at some point. My point was when he was talking.
Why for that, by the way?
Yeah, my point was when he was talking was immediately what resonated in me was, are we going to do this every year with Chelsea? Every year when they sack their coach, are we going to reset their expectations? So every time a manager comes in and plays, it's, hey, we don't have the squad. Hey, we came into the season.
Jay, can I ask you a question?
Go on, sure, yeah.
What expectation do you have of their manager?
Of their manager, they chose to remove their manager, and they're starting again. If they want to remove their manager and start again, and now we reset the expectations every time, that's fine. But we came into the season with them as World Club Championship holders and them talking brazy. We're coming into this game now against Arsenal, and you chose to put Marc Guehi up front. You could have played Pedro up front. You could have played 3-4-3. You could have done a number of things. So when you start using that as a crutch, as an excuse, I'm going to immediately say, like, this doesn't make sense to me, because you're basically saying, and you're justifying, you can always justify why you lose a game. Context. Winners win, losers explain. I know this. I'm a Tottenham fan. I explain a fucking lot.
You beat me to it. You beat me to it, though.
So all my point merely was we can judge the game without automatically coming in and being like, oh, what do I expect? It's a cup semi-final. You're Chelsea. I expect you to be up for it.
Yeah. No, I agree with that, but I'm saying
that's why I reacted like that straight away.
Yeah, I'm saying, what do you expect from him? Like, do you think, because like he hasn't, to be honest, like, he's been at home.
Yeah, I'd say this year why it's like the only saving grace for Chelsea, I'd say, the quality is not on the pitch, and the game changers are not on the pitch. Reece James not on the pitch. Cole Palmer obviously ducking the Arsenal game, not having an actual right back really there for a game like this. Achimpong, we don't know. I think he's better at centre back personally. I don't know where is it. I think he's just better there. Maybe Chelsea fans disagree. Let me know.
He got ripped.
My thing is, if you're lacking the quality of a game changer or game changers on the pitch that can make a different scenario for you, like your Caicedos and stuff like that, then why play the way you're playing? Like, do you not? We got told sometimes you should be adapting to other teams, and if you know you ain't got it there.
They had 115 million pound Enzo. Yeah, they had the key. Their starting keeper. Okay, fine. Like their defense was a little bit shady and JD, but they had a few players. They had a fair few players, and this is their squad.
Yeah, but this is Arsenal. But this is Arsenal, though. But this is Arsenal. Like, deep it. If I give you some names, this is the only saving grace here. That's why I say quality and Rosenior, right? That's why I blame Rosenior more than the actual Chelsea players, because the way he thought he could play against a side like this. That cool. They didn't have Calafiori or not. Neither did Raya. Yeah, but the squad itself was full team. Cool, but they don't have those players to play in that version. That's why I see why Touchline saying it's so Ten Hag-like. And I've got flashback to that when in his first few games, when it was against Brighton and when it was against Brentford. Does that make sense?
Tactics.
It was tactics. Yeah, it was. I think it was naive and ignorant, if anything.
Yeah, no. But I hear it's definitely
like Chile and these man. It's like cool. I hear it, but then play a different way for now.
And that's the reason why my first
and the
point
comes through.
My first point actually was on.
Terms are battle type. What do you mean?
Liam Rosenior, though, that was my point, because I just didn't think that he made. He's got what he needs. It takes, but ultimately, I just think like there's no excuses, because no one else gets an excuse. I remember
Man United Amorim's first game against Ipswich. Remember how we got slagged off, and Reaper was in there with.
I'm not trying to do the defense league for another team. I'm not trying to do the defense league for another team, but I remember what happened last season with Man City. I remember the discourse. I remember what happened. So I'm just sitting there saying, Man City didn't get away with it. Tottenham didn't get away with it. Arsenal, when we played Aston Villa, we had a different defense, the whole different defense. We didn't get away with it. So no. Like ultimately, I hear it, but it's a London derby. Rosenior, get your players up for that game. Get them fighting. Just because you don't have your players to score doesn't mean you can't set up your team to defend the right way. Do it. Find a way.
Yeah, they got to find a way. They got to find a way to win. Got to find a way, man. Because you got a chance. Earn your money, bro. You're a top manager at a top club, right? So in that case, earn your money at the Emirates and prove yourself.
Is there a CB reaction video we watched?
Well, it's 100% because like last year when Spurs played Liverpool in the League Cup semi-final last year, Spurs had so many players missing and they beat Liverpool 1. Obviously, we got absolutely battered in the second leg, but in the first leg, we still were able to win 1-0. Do you know what I mean? As in, like, we still were able with like 10, 11 players out. So, like I said, my thing is very much like we can judge the performance and we can judge the quality of the squad isn't good enough. I think it's redundant to just say, hey, well, we had players missing. But I'm like, you've had a number of years to put this squad together now. Exactly. So I'm not really hearing that.
Yeah, but Chelsea fans have acknowledged that, though, don't you think, Jay? Like, they don't like Enzo Fernandez. They acknowledge he's a waste of money. Majority, anyways. I've come across. They acknowledge that this ownership has not put together a good enough squad to compete at the highest level at this point. They know this ownership is crucifying their limits. It looks like a get top 4 and we're okay with this. You know, I
can't lie.
They know this.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Chelsea are protesting at the moment or not. I don't think they are, because I would have probably seen something. But I can't lie. If I'm a Chelsea fan, I'm looking at, like, same with if I'm a United fan, I'm just looking at the owners, right? And if I'm a Chelsea fan right now, because you got to think it wasn't that long ago that Roman was there, and everything was fucking hunky dory. Since these new owners have come in, of course, you've had Club World Cup moments, you've had these moments, but overall, this is not getting you back to where you want to be. Like the signs are not good. The manager you have just brought in, the fact that your last 2 managers have been Maresca, who was a project manager, and now this guy, you've got to put him as a project manager.
And Graham Potter, project manager.
Bro, the owners right now, and I get it, they've spent money, but the truth of the matter is, from what I'm being told, the whole model, are they really spending money or are they investing money? Right? Are they spending money to win trophies and to get Chelsea back to where they are, or are they investing money to make more money? And at the moment, they're investing money to make more money. They're not trying to get Chelsea back to where Chelsea belong. They're trying to.
It's just business.
It's business. It's now just business. It's not football. And I do think they need to. Like, I'm surprised I'm not seeing more about the ownership.
You're right. That's right. We're acknowledging this, by the way. We acknowledge this comment. We need to see more from Rosenior to give him a judgment. But if we're going solely off the game, I think we're all in unanimous agreement that the way they played was set up when you ain't got the team available to do it. Like your Reece James and Cole Palmer's now. I think he lost you the game. I just
don't think he got them up.
Maybe. I think
you know the ones that you can imagine, like when a manager speaks and Pep, when you listen to Pep in like the documentary, you get
my opinion
part of the games. You know what I'm saying? I could just imagine. I just didn't see like Chelsea players.
And that is relevant. And by the way, that is relevant as well. I'm not saying that like the manager's fine and you should only look at the owners, because the fact of the matter is, your owners are going to continue to get you these managers that are not fucking good enough, right? They don't know what they're doing. And I could be proven wrong, but at the moment where Chelsea want to be, and I remember saying this to about a year and a half ago with Don, when Don first started coming on the channel and he was really gassing up certain players. And I remember saying, bro, this is all great. And you're talking about these players. And I'm not saying they're the shittest footballers in the world. But if I look at the type of names I remember Chelsea going in for, it was mad. Chelsea's squad every season used to be fucking stacked, man. Yeah, stacked with absolute quality. And right now, these players that, and it's a bit like when Man United dropped off, and United fans would be trying to tell me about Jesse Lingard, and I'm thinking, bro, like this is not the Uniteds of old. Yeah, you're trying to hype a player that is so far off, and this is the same as happening now at the moment. Like,
I was just going to say, like, obviously, with what you're saying, it's funny the way you're describing it. It does feel like Tottenham. The way that you're describing it sounds like
maybe a bit too far.
No, like Tottenham under Poch.
Do you with know what more I mean? Money to invest.
Yeah, like it's like just like Tottenham under Poch with more money to invest. It's very like your priority seems to be finishing in the Champions League spots. If you win cups, great, but you are being prioritized on qualifying for the Champions League. That was Poch. That was Poch and Tottenham. Yeah. Like, obviously, Chelsea are better at winning trophies than Spurs, but I'm saying that in the main of our priority is to finish in the top four. Like, with a few years in, and I think Chelsea have a lot of good players, and I think Chelsea are an upwardly mobile team. But I would be lying if I didn't come into the season thinking Chelsea would be, third, fourth, up there with the rest of the teams, and they're not. And if you're going to say it's just down to Colwell getting injured, maybe. But I'm just like...
Can you just put a comment up? There's a comment there, right, that if you scroll up a little bit, it's the one that starts off with this guy, or people are forgetting. Basically, what he's saying is people are forgetting that Chelsea just got... There it is. Remember, City tied with Chelsea, right? And therefore, why am I making out anything? Listen, bro, like, you are part of the problem with Chelsea right now, yeah? Because I don't give a shit with Chelsea at all, right? I'm just giving my opinion right now. Chelsea are not going to get back to where they were and when they were dominating, yeah, because they were a team that dominated for a period, right? They're not going to get back there unless I feel the owner's model changes, right? And that the owners are currently, trying to do the business thing with your football
and
club,
hope that potentially
right?
becomes
now,
the
if you want to paint over the cracks, with the fact that you've got a last-minute goal against Manchester City, right? Keep painting over the cracks, right? That's what you're doing. Like I keep saying, for me, there was this period where Chelsea were in the title race, and I kept saying, for me, Chelsea should be back in the title race. Why? Because they've been there recently. They know what it's like. And because they fucking spend money. If you do these things, and as a fan, you should go, you know what? You're right, because we want to be challenging. If you want to just keep going back to this same fucking thing and paint over cracks and get little results here and there, but ultimately, Chelsea want to get back to winning Premier Leagues and winning Champions Leagues, Simple and short. If you don't want that, you want to take these odd little wins here and there, cool. Because right now, if we win the League Cup, I'm not going to be here saying my season's good, I want to be back winning fucking Premier Leagues, doing trebles, doing doubles, doing four-peats. I don't want to get to a point where I'm going, well, we won a trophy this season, so the season was all right. I don't want to be there. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not going to lie, though, Dubs. I want to be there. I want to be there.
We all want to, bro. This is the chosen land. We all want to be there. We all want to be there.
Just give me one. Just give me one. That's what I'm asking.
Can I ask you a lot of questions? And Chelsea fans, be honest, man. And Reaper, be honest. If Maresca was in charge yesterday, does Chelsea get at least a result?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I think Chelsea 100%. Get a draw.
Do you see they might even win? Maybe not win, but I reckon.
Nah, Tom, that's ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous.
I'm just saying.
Again, I see people saying, "Oh yeah, but it's a different ownership." I get it. Listen, I totally understand. You man got shafted on the Roman thing. The government saw fucking what was going on and thought, we want that money, You man got shafted. I totally fucking understand. You are where you are, You can sit there and go, yeah, but things are different. Or you can go, nah, I don't fucking want shit to be different. I want things to be at my best. Like, bro, how much do you wish Ineos were gone, Glazers were gone, and you had your previous owners?
Oh, before, 100%.
Bro,
I'll take them all day
because you want to go back to, if you want to stay where you are and not go back to your golden era, no problem. Stay with the fucking owners you've got. Keep having project managers that ultimately are not good enough, and having players that you overhype because of fucking whatever that fucking thing that Don uses, Keep doing that. Don't impact me.
As you mentioned, Man United, Daps, Kaz, have you got something for me on Saturday?
I got a little something.
Okay, thank you.
I hope so, pal. I hope so, mate.
And you know,
we're gonna
I see Forest Fan TV.
Are you actually pretending to be Northern now? Is that your new gimmick?
No, he's been saying it for ages.
Just an ADHD. I find that it's an ADHD symptom, innit? I find that.
I've got
in the chat as well. Wolfie.
Oh, what? Do you have ADHD?
Yeah.
Oh, fair play.
Don't we all?
We coming.
I was gonna say, don't we all have ADHD?
Don't we all, man? Don't we all?
No, I don't.
Yeah, well, apparently, listen, I've heard it. Apparently, they've got something for us. We'll see in it. I can't lie. The closer I'm getting to this game, the closer I'm thinking, this could be a 4-0 City.
Wait,
I can't lie.
Let's get one thing straight here. Not only are we getting a result against Man City, Mr. Gooner Lee, we're getting a result against you too.
Oh, cool. Okay, good.
No, but Lee.
No, we'll beat City and get 1 point against you.
An hour before Cass said this, on Sunday, he was also saying Man United need to fucking every player's shit, and they need to end as a football club. But now they're getting points. They're getting something against both. They're beating us and getting something against you.
I'm at an Mbeumo gave me life. Everyone knows me to be.
Mbeumo's giving Cass life when he wanted him to stay in Morocco.
I need Wolfie to bend over and I can give him
but he's refreshed himself. He's been to Morocco. He's had a holiday.
Yeah, you get me. He had a good. Him and Ahmad had a good tournament.
O'Reilly, man.
Come on, and then I think you've got Tottenham in a few weeks. So Jay, we will be.
I'm going to that game. By the way, I'm going to that game, and I don't lose when I go Old Trafford.
Yeah, we will be. We will be Old
Trafford. Man United Spurs last season 3.
Yeah, I'm going to the Spurs game. Me touchline. I think you are, anyways. Shells.
I'll be at the United Spurs game. So,
but I bet you'll be in the United section.
Are you dumb? Why would I be in the United section?
Oh, sorry, I forgot your baller.
But Jay, I need you.
He's surprised members of staff. Man supplies members of staff to about 10,000 business owners that have tickets in the Man United.
Don't you guys? I'm a switch to twice. Listen, don't be grouping me in with Gooner Lee and his box type shenanigans. I ain't got box money. I want the record to stay.
No. You've got box money, but you go in with the minions and pay for drinks. You told us last week.
Is it just me though? Yeah, it's like I've never.
Excuse me. I've never been. It's just in the box.
Quick one though.
Fuck off! You pay for drinks. They're free.
Can I ask a question? Yeah,
but I pay for the box. That's
so you do get the whole box.
Well, no,
Can I get an opinion about the box? Can I get an opinion about the box? Right. I can understand that a box might be nice if you're with your friends and everything, but do you really get the same kind of atmosphere as if you're in?
That's why I don't.
And that's why for me.
Oh, that's the reason why you don't go on boxes. Yeah,
that's why I wouldn't want to go to a box.
Yeah, same. I mean, I could.
After we beat him 3-0.
Is this your transition? Now we're going to get Wolfie.
You know what? Wolfie, bend over and let us get free in over the weekend, and I'll be able to.
That's twice in one stream.
You know what it is? When he gets relegated,
you want to hold it to Joey, and you want to bend over.
You want a man to bend over.
I want him to bend.
And he wants to fly over to New York to meet. That is mad.
Absolutely.
New York.
No, I'm saying I need us to get free from him, and then we can work something out. Wolfie.
Oh, you've got them this weekend,
No, you got to think. You know what? You got to be.
You've got them this weekend.
You got to think. Like Wolfie is a highly intelligent character, and of course he needs to stay relevant after his club gets relegated. So now he's probably found a blueprint. If your club's shit or you've got nothing to talk about and you're not that great at talking about other clubs, just make videos about Arsenal.
Now I reckon what Wolfie's going to do is I reckon
now this is his version.
Now you know what Wolfie's going to do. I reckon
my son supports Arsenal.
Now Wolfie's going to become either Morgan Gibbs White FC or Anderson FC, yeah, and then he's going to fucking move with the player and start to channel up against them. That's what Wolfie's.
I'll get you your United shirt ready, pal.
I've seen a few Nottingham Forest games. Oh gosh, I've seen a few against Man City. I don't think they were shocking. They weren't bad.
No, they're looking more. I think against us in the second game, yeah, they're looking more. They're not looking the same as last season, nowhere near. But they're looking more defensively better. But I mean, they've got Sean Dyche. Right?
That's the issue, isn't it?
Like they have Sean Dyche, bro. Like,
but saying that though, the league has West Ham, so they're not going down.
West Ham is shit. West Ham, I'm sorry. I've got love for West Ham, but West Ham, man, are so bad.
They're so bad. They're so bad. So, yeah, like I think Wolfie's got more than enough to stay up. I think they are absolutely astronomically better than West Ham. Astronomically.
Yeah, I agree.
Their defense is 10 times better as well. Like you can't compare. How can you get Tadibo? Don't get me wrong, he's a good player, but you're playing him in a defensive side. Like what? Like why?
What's that Brazilian guy's name again? The one up front. Is it Jesus?
Yeah.
They got Igor Jesus.
Bro, he's literally right. Nah, bro. For me, he's just he's Timu Richarlison, bro. He's just
but he's better. No, what I'm saying about Daps is he not better than anything West Ham up front? Have up front?
Okay, yeah, bro. West Ham is just bro. I mean, listen. I was talking about Chelsea's owners. Listen, Chelsea, you should be thankful you have your owners compared to West Ham's owners because West Ham's owners are. For me, the shittest owners in the Premier League.
But that's in a few.
West Ham's owners are shocking, bro.
We got to focus on.
What about Tottenham's owners right now? Like Jay, are you not concerned about the direction of your club at the moment? Like, don't get and hear me out why I say this, innit? Players are once again falling out. We all thought Levy stepping down, it was going to solve things. Before you know it, Paratici gets sacked, probably rightfully so. Gets sacked. You bring in Colin Gallagher, which is I think you could have done better personally, but you might think different, which is fair. But it's not levels to be up there, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? And you need more. And now there's rumours of Van der Ven wanting to leave. They're saying that Liverpool are tracking Van der Ven, and I'm pretty sure if he sees an offer by Liverpool, I get to play Van Dijk, slot Dutch coach, grab him, but you might feel there's a left centre back role potentially to take over Van Dijk when he retires or leaves.
Jake, can I just also add?
You can't let him go, Liverpool. It's impossible.
The irony of, and again, we just spoke about it. You've got West Ham on the weekend. That could get dark if you lose that game, brother.
Okay, so listen, I'll be many things, but scared of West Ham is never going to be one of them.
Did they beat you last year?
They probably did.
No,
but I don't think so. In terms of what you're saying, I always look at it like you're never more than 12 months of good decisions as a top 6 club away from getting back to a relatively good position. That's what the track record in the Premier League shows. You make 12 months of good decisions, you buy 3 good players, you're back relatively to where you need to be. So I think with Spurs, with Levy going, it's more ENIC are spending a reasonable amount of money. I think we spent, was it $1 billion in the last 6 years? It's about how we're spending it. So I'm looking at improved strategy, improved decision making, and that takes time to see how it plays out. We've had one window. This is the first window without Levy. Whether I like it or not, I have to give these people time to see how they structure running the club and how they go about it and the results they're going to get. So I'm not super optimistic about ENIC, but then, a lot of these owners are much of a muchness. If I look at Clear Lake, I look at Ineos, and I say, am I upset that these people are not running my football club? Not really. Do you know what I mean? You could get better owners, you could get worse owners, you could get owners that are the same. So, I mean, wanting billionaires out that I don't like, so billionaires that I do like come in has never really been my MO.
But Jay, can I just because it's literally on what you're saying. I think the 2 points.
By the way, just acknowledge that I'm not crashing out about somebody cutting in and interrupting me.
Jay, come on, stop it.
Because on a 6-person show, sometimes it happens. But carry on.
First thing I want to know, what's your thoughts on the manager? Because there's a lot of discourse from Tottenham fans surrounding surrounding him. That's the first thing. The second thing I wanted to ask and say, sorry, is I understand about, you know, your points of view on ENIC, but I think that the annoying thing is you're making so much money off the field, and your ventures within the club and all of these things, you're making so much that you should be in a much better financial position. The money that you're making from the NFL partnerships and all the other things surrounding, you know, Tottenham and the regeneration of that stadium, etc., etc., you should be spending more money on players and on wages. And I think that's the annoyance. So I understand you may not think, oh, well, like if I had Ineos and there's better owners and worse owners, I get that, but I do find it very difficult to even feel like I want to wait for ENIC to see what they do when it's almost like Maya Angelou's quote. They've shown you who they are. You've got to believe them. Like they ain't ever going to change. So I hear it.
Yes, it's fair, but it's like you could make the argument. Do you remember the Cronkies before the Cronkies are so favorably looked at now? Like the Cronkies were looked at as the problem or part of the problem at Arsenal, and then it took getting certain people out of positions and newer people into positions.
Usmanov was the guy.
But there's still the ownership. So the Cronkies showed that they could be different. The Cronkies showed that they could put the right people in the right places, and the club would grow as a result. I'm not saying that ENIC are going to do what the Cronkies have done, but I'm saying it is possible for owners to change the narrative and improve their standing with fans.
But I think again, just in that one point though, the issue there is that the annoyance with the Cronkies was that they were investing so much money into their Denver Nuggets, which is their basketball team, the Colorado Avalanches, that's the NHL team, and they had the NFL team as well. I think the LA Rams, I think it was, that they have. So it was annoying because they've got a proven track record of winning, and it wasn't for Arsenal. Whereas with ENIC, they haven't shown a proven track record of winning in sports ventures. So listen, it's interesting, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think that the point that you're making is very valid. My counterpoint with somebody in the comments just said the Cronkies were a problem when they weren't 100% ownership. You could make the argument that ENIC could make the same discussion with, okay, now Levy's not the chairman. It's going to be our vision of what the club should do rather than Levy's vision of what the club should do. And maybe
that's
it's
hopeful thinking, though. That's really wishful thinking, I think.
You can say it's wishful, and I'm like, absolutely, you're right. It's I could just be like, but it's for me to say they're identical without them having the opportunity to show that they're not is also unfair.
Could I ask you just a quick question though? Like that, I know the ownership we could talk about. We've done a bit of that today, but are you not worried the fact that Romero's seeking a move away, potentially speaking out about the ownership as well in his own way? I suppose in his words, whether it's passive or not. Van der Ven. Rumors, as we were just discussing, especially that other, let's just call them top six rivals, not because they're not direct rivals, right? They're looking at these sort of players. There's rumors about Pedro Porro as well. There's a lot of players that might just look at this Tottenham team and say, enough is enough. I want to move.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's a byproduct. That's a byproduct of not being a good club or not being able to deliver on what you're meant to deliver on. So. That to me is like you're not wrong, but in the club, the only way to fix that is by becoming a better club, by being a better team, by being higher in there's no other way to fix it. There's like so everything you're saying is absolutely right, but we're not a club that can do 17th and then bottom half of the league back to back and then expect our best players to not be looking around for opportunities. Do you know what I mean? If we finish back to back bottom half of the table, Van der Ven would be justifiable in seeing if he wanted to force a move. Because
you touched on, would you take Romero?
Nah.
Maguire goes to Tottenham, we take Romero.
I wouldn't take any of their players. I might say
Romero's
Bergvall.
good. Romero's a good player, but I think he's heavily overrated. But I can see him going in a world where he goes, you know what? I don't know why. Every time I think of an Argentinian player, it's Atletico all the time. Can they do it for Probably.
I wouldn't take him.
Probably.
Bro, listen, on Monday, right? Again, I know we got to wrap up, but literally 2 minutes. On Monday, I came back from football, showing with my mate, and we had a massive argument about Tottenham and their squad, and he was basically saying that Tottenham squad is literally where they're meant to be. So they should be in 15th. They're not better than Brentford. They're just paper name. They're a paper team. And he was basically mentioning like Romero. He said basically only good player who should be above 15th and maybe in 6th or 7th is Kudus. And shout out to my mate. I don't mind even outing him. Kofi, one of my good friends, right? But I swear, I was so mad because I'm like, there's no way on this earth Tottenham don't have a better squad than Brentford. So he was like, he likes what's the guy?
I like Nathan Collins.
A few players from, I can't remember the name, but what's the centre back from Brentford?
Nathan Collins.
Nathan Collins. So he was
he's a top baller.
He was saying Nathan Collins is better than Van der Ven, and I'm like,
weird.
Like,
no. Let's get this straight, yeah. Before, no one knows of Van der Ven before too much. Not everybody. Too much before he come from, was it Wolfsburg or whatever? Yeah. So, and he was in a back three defense. Bar him making some superior runs and recoveries. And that's a quality in itself, yeah, because it is, especially. But that half a season with Ange or whatever you want to call it, let's be real. When it comes to actual box defending, I don't think Van der Ven's that special, to be fair. But he has a
position is not good. That's why he makes last.
Is Nathan Collins better than Romero? But no, I just want to know. Is Nathan Collins better than Romero though? Is he better than Romero?
In today's age of game, yes, he is.
Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro.
Who can play? Who's good? No, he's good in the air like Romero is. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Yeah, but this guy is more of a stature when it comes to box defending. I think he's superior as well. He can play ball very, very good. Yeah, I think Nathan Collins. I think whatever top club gets him next, you're getting a man in. I think in his prime. You know, if you saw me, Jay, last year you saw his streaming his praise for a long time.
Are Yano and Damsgaard better than Tottenham's best midfielders?
Damsgaard is probably better than all of them.
No, he's
not, bro. He's not, bro.
No, he's not.
Who then?
I like Simmons, Madison.
Maybe not Kulusevski.
I take all of them over. Actually, to be fair, I do like Damsgaard. I do think he's a good player. Like
he's a 10 that
his squad isn't good though. Like,
yeah,
I don't
what do you mean? But listen, listen. First of all, our squad, like, I'm not looking at it like this, right? Just really simply, coming into this season, last season, Spurs' attack was arguably Son, Solanke, Madison, Kulusevski. Yeah,
Johnson as well. Don't forget
Johnson as well. So all four of those players have not played this season. Those four have not played. Have you ever seen a team go from one season to another and the entire attack the following season is not there when the season starts? That is, to me, unheard of. Yeah, it's something brand new, right? Coyote, Damsgaard, Igor Thiago.
Coyote's a great player.
Yeah, those.
The only thing I said about Thiago, I want to see what he's like against low blocks. That's where I'm at with him. That's it. But am I lagging?
There's no need for that.
No. But I quickly, because I got it. I'm sorry, but I'm just saying that Van der Ven's overrated box defender in it. But look, I know I literally need to go in it. But people, this is going to go over to Catch's show. They got an SBs. They just got their channel back last night. Go over there, raid up, right? NAF raid. You know what? Is there an Apple emoji? Because they love the oranges. Is there an Apple one? If there's an Apple one, just throw them in. What's the anti-orange Apple in it? Fuck it. So. Like Touchline's gonna be live at 3 in a bit. Touchline TV, please, or go subscribe up. Can someone put in the chat, please, as it's ending?
And Jay, just want to let you know, you are one of the worst podcasters and anyone on YouTube ever.
Okay. I mean that's.
And you should be muted. You should be muted.